Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Today we're going to do the final test for the mega blinged out Omen. The 7 billion fitted or fully fitted Omen, including the implants. This is on the test server. Obviously I'm not this would be a dumb idea to do this on the normal server, but we're going to get this Omen into the Abyss to do the T5. We did the T3, we did the T4, now it's time for T5, chaotic electrical filament right here. So this will hopefully go well. I have a big worry about one thing, wrecking shots, two things, capacitor, three things, just general DPS. The tank is 460, I think, EHP per second. So that's still not really enough for T5, as well as the capacitor not being that great. If in the Abyss I have about like 1 point something gigajoules to spare, so starving Vedmax especially will wreck me, as well as just in general our explosive resistance is quite low, so Triglavians will do a lot of damage. This worries me a lot because since Triglavians seem to have the strongest neuting capabilities, as well as them being able to do the most amount of damage due to our low slow explosive resistance, I worry a lot for the starving Vedmax waves if we do get one. Hopefully we don't, and hopefully I will finally be able to say that I did a T5 in a Tech 1 cruiser or the Omen. So let's do this. Chaotic electrical, so let's go. Okay. Will it jump me in? I'm on the test server, so the connection is not always the best on the test server, but it doesn't usually happen that it just lasts for this long. Okay, there we go. Went in straight away now. The Omen, I think it will do well, except for the Triglavian waves, the starving Vedmax waves. Otherwise, the tank seems to hold up good in other kinds of ways, like just Charybdis, Tyrannus, and other kind of waves. The ones that don't involve explosive damage, so hopefully it'll go good there. This seems to be a good wave right here. You got the Rogue Drum Battlecruisers. We just kiting is the name of the game. No big issue it should be. We should be able to keep at range. I won't use the drones because they're just going to get one-shotted, or maybe until we go to the last ones. Let's go for the Blast Grip because the Blast Grip is explosive damage, like an remember explosive blast. Blast Grip does explosive damage. That's how you can remember the different damage types. Strike, like a striking kinetic projectile, and the Spark Grips, like a sparkling or sparky lightning bolt, like EM damage, and Ember Grip, like the fire embers of thermal. Okay, let's go to these ones here. We're gonna load Scorch to be able to kite a bit better. 23-kilometer range, not the best. I really would have loved to have more range, but that's what you get. That's what you get when you're gonna go in a Tech 1 ship. It's a 7 bill ship. I would have hoped for a bit better, but that's what you get. That's what you get. It seems like we're going through it quite quickly. You see, this Blast Grip is almost dead or straight off the bat. Let's keep it range 25 kilometers just so we don't fly away too far. Because even though it's our optimal range of 23, it doesn't matter if we're just a couple of kilometers. It's not going to be a huge impact on our DPS. It will slightly, but not by a massive degree. Then we'll go for Kinetic guys next, because Kinetic is the second lowest resistance we have. So we'll go to kill this one and go for the Strike Grips. Strike Grips. Die, please die. And then we'll just go for Thermal Ember, and then lastly Spark Grip. This is a difference to my usual shield boosting abyssal runs in the Gila, for example, because the Gila has the lowest resistance in the EM department. Then in the armor tank ships, the explosive resistance is actually the lowest one. And actually, no, we're not going to go for the thermal ones. Afterwards, we'll go to Spark Grips because we have a lowered EM damage resistance. In fact, it's the lowest resistance we have. So I will actually be going for the Spark Grips after this one, because I completely forgot now that we have a reduced EM resistance because of the way the electrical storm or the environmental effect from the Abyss affects us. And we've also got the 70% one, so that is good for time. Time could be an issue. We've not got the best amount of DPS, so having a bonus, because we do EM damage, you see here, mostly EM damage in fact with the Scorch, having the enemy ships having even less EM resistance will help a lot. You can have like the minus 50% or minus 70%, so we've got the minus 70% here, so we'll be effectively doing more damage because of their lower resistances. That could also be why it feels like this going pretty fast. I have when I use my Gila, I often am able to tell that, oh yeah, it's a 70% one or it's a 50% one, depending on how fast stuff goes. I'm not used to using this Omen right here in this manner, so I couldn't really tell directly, so I just had to look there. And that's actually manually pilot to the side because they're getting a bit, forcing me to go into the abyssal wall, the unstable abyssal depths, and that's very annoying. Okay. shouldn't be too bad. Just go a bit to the side like this. Let's switch over to Conflag. Let's Webify this guy so he doesn't get too close to us. Conflag, get a bit of Conflag there. He's... Oh, did you see that hit right there? That was pretty big. Go for this Scorch now. We're getting a bit out of range. And keep at range at 25 kilometers. Now we got them here. The wall is behind them, so we're just going to be pushed to the other side of the Abyssal Arena or the Abyssal Pocket. So no issues, just easy peasy. Actually, what we'll do is we'll keep it range at 20 because I've noticed that their range is actually lower. I think the Rogue Drone Battlecruiser's range is like about 10 kilometers, something like that. So we can actually keep in range of them for 20. Okay, and actually I should not be shooting the strike if I was going for the Ember Grip right now. We're soon done with this wave, and I think maybe we'll be just over 5 minutes, so that's good time considering we're using a Tech 1 cruiser, though it is a 7 ship. In the last filament, in the T4, I did the whole site in like 17 minutes. 17 minutes, you know, it's not a good time. I hope we are able to keep up with the time in the T5, because that is also something I'm worrying about. You know, I talk about DPS from Triglavians, I talk about neuting. Another big issue is time, because time will just destroy us in terms of the Omen. It doesn't have the best DPS. Even 7 build, it's still hard to cram in the amount of tank required for these higher tier Abyss filaments and enough DPS. We have like 500 something DPS, 400 even just with the guns. So that's not accounting for my drones that I'm not using right now. The drones damage actually is really does actually contribute a little bit, because the Armada ships in general, they do have quite good drone base. Like, they're usually mostly based on lasers, but they also do have pretty advanced drone technology. It's not like the Minmatar and the Caldari. You'll notice that Caldari and Minmatar ships tend to have very bad drone base. It has to do with just the way they work. The Galente and Armada, mostly Galente, are drone based ships. Or like they're hybrid turret based and they're drone based ships, but the Armada also have good guns, or the good energy turrets and the good drones. I've noticed that the drones of the Armada don't tend to be as good as... Oh, let's return our drones. Oh, they don't tend to be as good as the Galente, but they're still quite good. Not at all as bad as the Galente, or not at all as bad as the Minmatar and the Caldari people. You'll notice how, for example, the Caracal, the Moa, all those ships, they have like a tiny drone bay where you can only fit 3 drones in them. You know, you got the Vexor, can have like full medium drones, and you got the Omen right here that is almost exclusively a laser beam ship. It has all bonuses towards its beams or its energy turrets, but you still got like 4 medium drones right there, and I like that. That's pretty good. Alright, let's head back. Time does not seem to be so good. We're approaching the deadline, or the dead minimum, which is 6.5 minutes. If we go over 6.5 minutes, then assuming we do that on every single wave, then you will die. Doesn't matter how lucky we are. I like to be within the 5 minutes for each room, because 5 minutes is like a nice margin of error. So you do each room for 5 minutes, you do it in 15 minutes, you got that 5 minutes of extra left. But you know, if you divide the 20 minutes by 3, you'll get like 6.5 minutes, slightly above that. And that's the absolute minimum you can do, and we are approaching that. In fact, we've already passed it, so we're going to have to hope we get lucky rooms, or this could turn out to be a big failure. 7 build Omen will unfortunately die. I hope it's not starving Vedmax. Starving Vedmax will rip us to pieces. It's a lot of RNG based. It's an RNG base that we get the Vedmax. And then it's also RNG based that they actually are starving Vedmax. For example, they could be, you know, the standard Vedmax or the other Vedmax that don't newt. Then you could also have the starving ones, because the thing is with the Vedmax, they have like a 23-22 kilometer range, so you can kite them. But the problem is our ship has not got an MWD. It's very hard to kite them that way if you don't have an MWD, because the Vedmax, as far as I understand, they have an MWD, or at least they have a very good base speed. You'll see them often going at over 1k a second, so that's no option for us to kite with. Even if our 10MN A-type Afterburner is still going to have no chance against them. Okay, let's go to the next room. Let's see what we've got here. Hopefully drone room. Ooh, this is not a good room. This is going to take forever, because Cryptus Tyrannus is not the... It's not the, you know, the most EHP light room. It has lots of EHP on the grid, as well as lots of frigates right now, or cruisers right now we've got here. Let's just keep going. You see our armor boosting is crazy. It's really nice. Let's go for the confusers first. The reason I'm going for the confusers is because they're making us apply worse damage, and if we can apply better damage, then we'll be going through this room faster. The armor tanking is absolutely insane. I love it so much. Let's actually just throw our drones out here. We're making our way towards Charybdis to be able to get the, you know, the orbiting going on. I want to do that as soon as possible to be able to avoid as much damage as possible. You can see our armor tanking is just like an absolute boss. Like, no, this Omen absolutely does not care. Like, whatever, I'm taking this battleship turret to my face as well with all these drones. Okay, recall our drones now. Recall our drones, taking a bit of damage right there. Confuser over there, we've got another confuser. What's our optimal range? And Scorch with all these E-War going on. Okay, it's still within optimal range, so that's good. And we've got very heavily damaged drones. That's a bit bad right there. Luckily we did not take any structure damage. I would have hoped to not get any wrecking shots. I don't think we got any wrecking shots, but if we do, it's going to hit very hard because the Omen, naturally speaking, does not have a good EHP pool. That's also another bad thing I've mentioned before with using Tech 1 ships, is that they, generally speaking, do not have as a good EHP pool. It's hard to fit them to have a good EHP tank, so getting alpha striked or big, very high, single high damage shots can actually even go through your structure. And if you get multiple of them at a time, if you're unlucky, you could die. You know, I talk about how the Gila that I use gets wrecking shots and it's very annoying. It's very annoying, and also it can actually sometimes be deadly if multiple happen in the same time. The thing is, that rarely happens. However, happens with me. I'm usually able to avoid damage enough for that not to happen. But with the Omen, I think it's going to be a bit of a different story, because I think the Omen has a bit less EHP even than the Gila. Okay, where is Charybdis? There's Charybdis. Okay, let's just go in and we have an arc. Keep transversal up. Let's just keep an eye. Okay, we've got one yellow box cruise over there. That means he's probably shooting my drones. Let's keep an eye on our shields. Okay, Obfuscator, Webify him as well to do a bit of extra application right there. Conflag actually doesn't have a good application if you compare it to Imperial Navy Multifrequency. That's why you have to just think about that when you're going with the Conflag, because the Imperial Navy Multifrequency, I think, has a tiny bit better range as well as better tracking, so it's very easy to be able to be speed tanked when you're using the Conflag, so just keep that into consideration. That's why even sometimes, even if I am in range of Conflag, it can sometimes actually be better to use something like Imperial Navy Multifrequency that has less DPS, because you'll actually be able to hit it more. Okay, so now it seems like I'm not able to hit this because I think I'm out of optimal range. Okay, what is this? This is about the same optimal range. Okay, let's go for this, and we'll switch over to Conflag. Conflag, please. Okay, shoot this. It seems like we're doing a very good job at avoiding Charybdis Tyrannus damage. I would have expected to take a lot more damage from Charybdis Tyrannus at this point, but it seems like it's going pretty good. That's actually must be due to the Afterburner, because our signature rate is so much tinier with the Afterburner, as well as having a really good Afterburner that is making us go quite a bit faster than usual. Actually, recall our drones now, because we're taking a lot of drone aggro, and that's not nice. Don't want to lose any drones. You know, losing drones is in this single flight of drones is going to cause permanent reduction to our DPS throughout the whole site. If you are like the Omen, which is not mainly a drone-based ship, so even though we're able to use 4 medium drones, this is really good, but we're still not got any reserve. The Gila has 5 sets of reserve, or 4 sets of reserve drones, so that is really good, because even if they die, you're still not going to take any hits to your DPS. You just launch the other drones. Here, if I do lose these drones, then it's minus those drones for the whole site. It means a permanent reduction of our DPS until the site is over. And that is something that can mean a lot, especially if you've got time as an issue. Okay, let's stop doing the Conflag. It doesn't seem like we're doing much damage to the Conflag. Okay, shoot this. Let's see if we can maybe orbit at 10 kilometers, something like that, just so we keep at range from him. Okay, let's Webify a few of these fools. Okay, shoot this guy. That was not a big hit right there. Let's use Conflag. I hate it when it sometimes glitches out or a server lag that doesn't let me just switch ammo straight away, because you should be able to switch ammo straight away, but sometimes the server tick makes it so you have to wait like a full cycle until the ammo is able to be swapped out. That's something I found really annoying, especially when you want to reload or rechange the ammo in a stressful situation. That can be extremely annoying. Okay, let's do Scorch, shoot here. Webify him a tiny bit. Oh, he's going down quickly. Straight away, you can see the screws, they're switching over to my drone. That's just really annoying. Let's go for this guy. He's just taking out, he's trying to shoot my drones, but we need to get through this quickly. Time is still not good, 7 minutes left, and that's not even destroying Charybdis Tyrannus. So we'll probably have to overheat on the next wave, unless we have got a very lucky wave, like a rogue drone wave. Hopefully that will be what we get, and then we can finally say that we've completed a T5 in a Omen. Okay, let's recall our drones. I'm taking a lot of drone aggro right now, and you can see here that also the the spearfishers at 25 kilometers. Usually they stay at like 10 to 11 kilometers, but since they're attacking my drones, they're staying in place and actually going for my drones instead, so they're not actually going to me. So that's actually something you also notice. That is actually just a sign that they're attacking your drones, except for the yellow box over here. You also notice that their orbiting ranges change a bit because they're orbiting the drones which are already quite far out, so they'll not be going directly towards you. So you also notice that. Okay, spearfisher as well. Let's go for the conflag right here. The thing is, look, we've got all these cruisers, right? We're still not done with the battleship. The moment most of the HP is in the battleship, so we are not at all doing good. Actually, we're not at all doing good. We're probably very likely going to die at the time, unless we get a very lucky spawn in the last wave. We're not going to actually complete this. Okay, let's go and kill this guy right here. Obfuscated. Your time is limited. Your time is very limited. You're about to be wrecked by the 7 billion ISK Omen. How do you feel? You feel wrecked. You feel you complaining that I'm a pay to win, right? I think that's what you are complaining about. Okay, let's go to this guy over here, Charybdis Tyrannos, which is the big bad boy, or the big bad woman, because Charybdis Tyrannos is in fact a woman. If you click on Charybdis Tyrannos, you look here on the pilot. I can't see actually. It doesn't say anything here, but you will actually notice so it doesn't seem like it's loading. I think on the we took a big hit there. You see I took structure damage. Oh, that was a bit scary. But I think it's because I notice often on the test server you'll notice that the images of portraits of players often don't load. I don't know why, but it has something to do with just the test server. And you will notice on Tranquility though, if you find Charybdis Tyrannos and you click on the portrait, you'll notice that the Charybdis Tyrannos is in fact a woman actually. And that's just a fun fact, interesting facts you learn, which I didn't actually expect, because I just always assumed that it was male, just like almost everything else in these kind of very male-dominated games. Okay, let's go closer to Charybdis and start doing a bit more damage, because we need to get in a bit closer to be able to apply full damage. The full off is 15, the optimal is like 8. Yep, 8. In fact, is that bigger than Imperial Navy Multifrequency? What is this? Okay, no, it's exactly the same. Exactly the same as Imperial Navy Multifrequency. Where's conflag? There we go. Stop switching, please. It's very annoying when you do that. Time. Look at this. We're probably going to finish this site almost the second room before the last room. We even got to the last room. I don't know if we'll even be able to finish this second room, let alone the third room. Oh, this is not looking good. Maybe let's overheat a few seconds. Let's overheat a few seconds. This guy, this fool, can, you know, if we're going to apply full damage like we are now, then maybe it is worth to just do, you know, full overloading. Because if I'm overloading or overheating my weapons, I want to make sure that I'm actually applying that damage, so there's not wasted overheating. So probably it's best to actually use it on this battleship right here, because you know we're guaranteed that we're going to be hitting perfectly. So it'll probably be a bit better that I actually use that overheating, that limited overheating power we've got wisely. Let's stop with the overheating for a second. You know, actually something I forgot we could have done was the 7 bill ISK Omen. We could have actually gone with boosters. I forgot completely about boosters. That's something we should do next time, which is likely will be the case, because I'm going to die now, so very likely going to die. So if we use boosters, that'll probably help a lot. We can do the boosters for the armor recharging. We can do the boosters for the damage. You know, the Pyrolanceers, 6%. We can use the 6% ones, those really expensive ones. Okay, so it seems like the overheating really helped a bit. We went through Charybdis pretty damn quickly. Okay, let's just go a bit closer. Just make a little swing by Charybdis until the final blow goes in. And it's good actually. We're close to the transfer conduit. We're not that far away. You know, 26 kilometers is not that bad. Not like last time where we were like 80 kilometers or something. That was really bad. Okay. Recall drones. Keep it range 500, because we don't want to go to the gate and just go into oblivion. Then we're already far past the entrance part or entrance range of the gate. You always want to make sure you're in range of the gate when you go to it. But usually I think about that when I've already got drones or enemy ships to kill before. Like for example, if I would stay near the gate and there's enemy ships I need to kill, I would keep it 500. Now that we've already killed everything before while we're going to the gate, I don't really have to think so much about that. It's kind of like a bit muscle memory, you know. I've got very used to when going to a gate, keep it 500. Okay, let's see now. What have we got here? What have we got here? Oh, we could actually maybe win. Because there's rogue drones. Yes. Let's go. Oh, yeah. It's a blue cloud as well. That means we're going to have extra application. Okay, this is important now. Important that we make the right decisions. Let's go for Imperial Navy Multifrequency. Actually, no, we'll go for Conflag, because it's going to have very good application. And we'll go for all these attack drones. The ambulances do the most amount of DPS, I think. Okay, let's go for this guy. And we'll go here and we'll keep it range. Just keep it range. We're just going to have to destroy. Oh, he's falling really quickly. We can actually win. We can maybe win. There's a possibility we can win, actually. We've got a tracking pylon as well. Perfect. We're going to have even more damage. That's good. Just keep locking up these fools. Oh, we've got very little time. Just keep shooting. Oh. Yes. We have to make our way to the gate. make our way to the gate. We're being webified. Let's go for the snarecasters afterwards. Snarecasters. Okay, go for this one. I think our tank is holding as well. So if we just keep blasting, we should be able to kill him. Okay, good. We're taking a drone damage as well, but honestly, at this point, it doesn't really matter. Just have to get as much DPS out as possible. Okay, good. Go here. Attack these drones, please. Tank. Okay, good. Tank is good. Oh, wait, is this 1 minute 40 seconds to get through all these rogue drones? Stressful now. Okay, go for this. We'll use Scorch because it's very far away. Okay, go for this guy. Go for the rogue drones. Go for this guy. Conflag on this guy. Webifier on this. Yep. Okay, go for this one. Soon. Very soon. He's gonna die. These guys are gonna die very soon. Oof. This is very close. We could maybe. What is this? 1 minute. Yes, we can maybe actually win. Possibility that we can win. Possibility is there. Possibility is definitely there. Okay, because I'm moving towards the gate because there's going to be a lot of... Oh, we can maybe actually win. Come on. Oh, come on. How much time is left? 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute. Yes. Only 4 drones left. Drones move. Yes. Okay. Towards the gate. Keep the drones on this guy. Okay, conflag. Yes. Okay. Last one. The drone will take care of the second one. That one over there. How much time is left? 40 seconds. 40 seconds. Yes, we won. Yes, T5 done in an Omen. Yes, heck yes. That's great. Finally done. A T5 in, or not finally. This is the first time I'm trying, but I can now say, if someone asks me, oh, what's the highest tier filament you've done in a Tech 1 cruiser? Oh, well, you know what? I've done a T5 on the test server with 3 modules. This was, as I said, in the first one of this little mini-series right here. This is not at all meant to be like a practical advice or anything like this. This is just for fun. Because I want to see how far you can push a cruiser. And if you just throw ISK at a ship, if you can actually get through the T5s. So we've actually finished a T5 in a Tech 1 cruiser. That's something I'm really proud of. Alright, that's a fun little adventure right there. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.